Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm taking a chance on an evening video on a rather wonderful modern classic, and I'll be very surprised if when I look back at YouTube videos and find this one of the Citroen C6, if it doesn't go on to become a very sought after sort of cult classic. I think it probably is already, to be honest. This particular model, for me anyway, is a car I always sort of dreamed of owning. In fact, many years ago when I spent time on the road doing my business career using company cars, I remember actually having a Citroen C6, which, well, I loved because everyone else had a BMW or an Audi or a Mercedes, whereas I think I got very good value for money, and I think I was in a car which was very different. And this particular one, in my opinion, is the model to have. I personally think it has absolutely handsome lines, and it pushes the envelope where it comes to design. It's a magic carpet ride of a car to drive in, and the 16 different sensors damping the steering to give you that magic carpet ride, using adaptive steering, which is hydraulic, so there's no springs here. There's just a series of technological advances to give the car an absolutely beautiful ride, and I love the way it looks and I like the way it drives. So this is the exclusive model. It's got a 2.7 V6 diesel engine. It can do around 35 miles an hour. Miles per gallon. It's quicker than that, but it does have a top speed of 143. 0 to 60 comes at around 8 seconds. A 6-speed automatic gearbox, and as you can tell, I'm going to get up a little closer here, the car is in very nice condition. Now, despite the failing light, I'm going to walk around and show you the straightness of these panels. A recent matching set of wheels, all Dunlops have just gone on, and very nice through the corners. Of course, big cars like that tend to pick up some scuffs, not so with this. Now this number plate is being retained by the previous owner, but it will be on its 2006 number plate. Lovely graceful lines, and this exclusive model also comes with some really amazing extras. Now in France, their high-speed train system, the TGV, has some lovely features, and what you could buy for this car was a lounge pack. Now when you open up, notice the pillarless doors, so when that glass comes down it does look really special. A lovely colour scheme. Now you can see the little button down there. These actually slide forward and then recline, and there's a button which makes the passenger seat go right forward, so you get even more recline on there as well. And there's that button. Huge amounts of legroom here. You've got blinds in the back. Other extras include the head-up display, and Citroen reckon that gives you half a second extra time to not have to focus on the instruments, which are wonderful. LED sat-nav phone is built in. 6-speed gearbox. The little touches, the style and quality, just look at the way this just shuts back. It's just wonderful. Very, very typical Citroen quality. Look at the electric seats. Look how light and airy it is in here. Obviously air conditioning, electronic handbrake. The car has had a lot of money spent on it, and I know this car well, and it's come from a good customer of ours. He was keen to drive a Citroen C6 without an abundance of warning lights, so a trip to a Citroen specialist took care of all of those little jobs to deal with various sensors, various ride height adjustment, and one by one all those warning lights are switched out. Now that was £1,800 spent on the car in recent times. Tyres for over £550 for a full set of quality tyres. Repairs to keep it in tip-top condition. The car hasn't had any scrimping and scraping to keep it in this condition. So you are buying a very up-together Citroen C6. And I think that's sort of up to 35 miles per gallon in a car of this size, a V6 diesel, so it doesn't hang around. I think it's absolutely lovely, very different to what the German manufacturers of high-end executive cars were producing at the time. Great innovation everywhere. This actual car, believe it or not, was used by Channel 5 did Fifth Gear, and they actually used this car, and it was driven. And you'll see 11 years ago, when this car was very new, it was actually used for that actual show. And here we are. A real pleasure. There's so much innovation in these cars. An absolute beautiful space. I love the simplicity, but I also love the complexity, really, I guess, of the two working together. You can tell that's one of the things I'm really keen on. You have to have cup holders in an executive car, and there they are. And this sort of veneer finish with all the leather, armchair seats, fully electric, heated, just totally splendid. And if you have a look at this dashboard here, isn't that absolutely lovely? 2 sets of keys, full history, all the manuals when the car was new, and no warning lights. How about that? An absolute pleasure. Now, if I look up here, I don't know if you can see it, but it actually has got a heads-up display, which no, I think you can only kind of see it as the driver. Oh, there it is. Can you see it? There's that 0. An absolute gorgeous car in excellent condition. In stock now, 130,000 miles with full history. The car itself was owned by, I believe it was sort of the either the president or the chap who organised the Citroen C6 Owners Club. So he's had this in his stewardship as well, and I believe it is well known on the circuit. Lots of information available on the screen here, including navigation, CD radio, as you would expect. Excellent cooling system, very light and airy, and as you can see, just a lovely space to be in. Well folks, I hope this 8-minute video has given you a bit of insight into the Citroen C6. She's in stock now at Bradley James Classics. Huge amounts of recent spend, new set of tyres, just a lovely, lovely place to be. She drives with a typical magic carpet ride. I think you're going to enjoy her. Please get in touch through the normal channels to come and arrange to have a look at this special car. Thanks folks, Danny at Bradley James signing out.